Hey family, it's Regina. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Today is an episode that already has me excited. Wait until you see some of the fantastic fragrances that I'm going to take you through. And today's note is a note that I personally don't like in my food. I didn't think I liked in my fragrances, but now I'm excited because I have 25 fragrances, some of which are some of my favorites, that contains a note of cardamom. Yes, you heard me. Cardamom, that damn little green pod. My stomach tenses up just thinking about it. If that sounds like something you'd like to hear, like to see, stick around and watch. And as I like to say, welcome. Now that you know the note's cardamom, let's talk about what it brings to a perfume, which, if you've ever smelled those lovely little pods, I don't know why I'm saying lovely because I already told you I don't like it. However, I need to have an open mind. It is known for its warm, spicy, and slightly sweet scent profile. Its aroma features crisp notes of camphor, lemon, and mint with woody and balsamic undernotes. It's often described as refreshing, invigorating, and stimulating. And it's often paired with ginger, black pepper, and cinnamon to create warm, intoxicating fragrances. I do agree with the warm, intoxicating. And wait until we get into these because I think you guys are going to agree that most of these are definitely warm, intoxicating, taking you from fall into winter, winter into spring, hell, summer into fall even, depending on where you are. I'm excited. First one is going to be Less by Boy Smells. I don't think I was prepared for this one because I view this more as a spring summer scent. So the fact that it supposedly has cardamom in it was a little surprising to me. Ooh, to me, this is really still a spring summer scent. It is more lemony, more aromatic. I'm not sure that I would say that it had spice in it. Still like it, don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't have said it was a spicy cardamom bomb. Fragrance du Bois, Minuit et Demi. Now, this one I fully expected to be, I don't know if I would have thought spicy bomb because I just think it's gorgeous. Well, let me tell you. Oh, nice light spray. Oh, pretty. Let's spray. You can tell it's one of my favorites. Oh, yep. It does have warm spices in there. And yes, it could be the cardamom. Maybe for my nose, I have associated cardamom with cloves, but yet this is not clove. Clove to me reminds me of ham. And yes, there is a slight spicy warmth to it, a little resinous maybe, almost kind of thick. House of Sillage me now. Some of these fragrances have not been tested at any other note thus far. This is going to be your first time seeing this in this declutter part. Yes, there is a similar note as there is in Fragrance du Bois. This is a sweeter one though. I do catch there's a warmth there. How are you guys? Tell me. Are you guys experiencing fake fall, real fall, or second summer? Oh, how about, you know, this is my heart, Ellab Santal. But this is part of the Ellab Santal Essence line, and this is number 8, Santal. Now, so many of the Ellab Santal fragrances, particularly in this line, like the amber and this one, I believe, do come off more, oh, yes, like there's incense or cardamom. This to me comes off more incense, more sandalwood, definitely. There's a woody note here. Carolina Herrera Amethyst Haze. I haven't worn it yet. And the truth is, I bought it when I was traveling in London and it smelled amazing. Again, I don't know what happens. The ones on the counter, particularly at Harrods, they smell amazing. I think they must put some sort of addictive, like you need to take me home, subliminal ingredient in it or something. Got it home, and it hasn't smelled the same since. So I'm hoping it just needed the summer to get to oxidize and to mature a little bit. Okay. This does have a slightly spicy note in it, but there's also a medicinal note that my nose is picking up. And I really do need to see how it's going to dry down because I'm hoping it goes back to being that gorgeous scent that I smelled in London and had to go back and get and pick it up. Now, let me tell you, the other thing that's interesting is that she came out with, I believe, Palo Santo? Cashmere and Palo Santo. That's the fragrance she came out with. Can I tell you guys I bought that 3 times? Yep. Returned it every time. I don't know what it was. I don't think I particularly liked the Palo Santo in it. It became like this fantastic fragrance that everybody in FragCom was talking about, and I just couldn't return it fast enough. Let's talk Mercurial Cashmere Tremolectimus. You guys know I think this is a great, I love this because it's so freaking heavy that it could be a weapon. You have to defend yourself, use whatever you got, whatever you can pick up. I love this because of the vanilla in it. See, this is sweet. This is like bubblicious. It's like a bubble gum to me. It's got that sugar hit at the beginning. To me, I'm getting red fruit bubblegum, bubblicious. But there is, I wouldn't say there's anything spicy in there. My nose at the moment, it's just that hit of sugar, sweet, bubblicious vanilla coming at me. How about this one? Nishane Ani X. Now you probably already know I'm not a fan of, I wasn't a fan of Ani. I decluttered that. I didn't like the way it smelled on me. I do like that spray on this one, but I'm not gonna lie. No, this one's coming across. I like this so much better than Nishane Ani, the original. I smell spice, sweetness. Am I getting red pepper? But I think I'm definitely getting cardamom. Definitely getting a spice. It's a soft, subtle spice. Unlike the other spice that my nose has issues with, cinnamon. As much as I love cinnamon, I can pretty much pick it out in most fragrances because it just seems to, it overwhelms most fragrances to my nose. But this Nishane Ani is just, it's gorgeous. Which I never thought I would say, but I took a chance. Obviously, whatever they didn't do in Ani, they did it on X. Oh, this is another one you guys probably remember years ago. Corretorno Mystic Sugar. This was very briefly, I guess, talked about in the FragCom world as being another beautiful vanilla fragrance. And then it sort of, you know, fell by the wayside. And let that dry from, oh, I could smell the vanilla right there. I got a hit of it in my nose. Gorgeous. So question for you guys. Because, you know, I always have questions. I'm just curious. I forgot what question was. Never mind. I'll come back. So hard getting old. This is just beautiful. But yes, there is at the top, there's a sweetness. There's vanilla for me. I don't get any fruit, but I definitely get a very light incense note, cardamom note. There was a spice there. This is going to be so hard. And I'm not making any promises, you guys. I can't, because I'm loving so many of these. I told you that's why I was excited. When I even started the video, I was already excited. When I pulled up the list, I was like, are you kidding me? This, are you kidding me? Do I really not like cardamom? Why is that why? How is that possible? I love so many of these fragrances. This is Sylvain Delacour Vangelis. This is from her vanilla line. And I don't know if you know who she is, but she was actually one of the creative artistic directors at Guerlain for many, many years. And then she has come up with her own line. She also has an orange blossom collection as well. That is fantastic. She has another one too, maybe musk, but I didn't smell any of that one, so I can't speak to it. But let's talk about this one. This is Vangelis. This is probably her spicy vanilla of the four that are in her vanilla line. It's probably not my favorite. I don't know why. There is something a little harsh on first spray. I remember my question. My question is, how do you guys feel about the fast fragrance? I heard that phrase coined by Fumi Monet, and I thought it was so appropriate that, number one, these perfume houses are churning out fragrances. Like every week, it seems like there are 3, 4, 5 new releases. But how do you guys feel about that? How do you, I mean, obviously you're not buying everything, or are you? And I'm curious if you are. I am not. Obviously, I have bought some that I thought were unique and different maybe for my collection, only to get some of these Middle Easterns in and go, oh yeah, but I have something similar. I don't want 10 of similar fragrance. So how do you guys handle that? Do you get decants? Do you just say basically one in, one out? Is Kamerkawa, which if you remember is the one I opted to keep because I like it better than Kamra. Kamra to me was much more coffee. This had was sweeter and softer to my nose. Still a crap sprayer, but okay, what can you do? Do on that one. Oh, see, it's coming across already. This is sweeter. Definitely has some spicy notes in it. Let's go with the cardamom. This is just a beautiful one to me. So much better than Kamra. Look at this one. I haven't seen this one since last year. I opted to keep it. Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Killian. Now, I remember this. This was so distinctive when I did the Killian house. And you know why? Because this was like was this like the apple pie or was the other one like apple pie? I forget. Let's pray and I'll tell you which one. But I kept both of them. This one an Angel Share. This one is a little apple brandy-esque, definitely a little spicy, not a lot. This is more oozy than the Angel Share was. Angel Share was definitely much more to me like an apple pie. Navitus, Splendor Absolute. But I ended up keeping when I went to the Navitus house. I ended up keeping a lot of the Navitus, even after I got mad at them. This one's definitely spicy. Menthol-y, kind of, almost. Because it's itching my nose. But there's something that's coming off a little petroleum-y, gassy. Missing Sur Ambre Magique. I always thought this was an amber bomb, but I could be wrong. No harm in being wrong if I'm wrong. That's what this is just wafting over to my nose right now. It is amber. I'm going to say there's maybe even tonka in here. If not, the amber is just fantastic. This is such a sophisticated scent for the fall. I can't say I smell spice. It's just so weird. That one we're going to put aside, see what happens in the dry down. How about Sweetly Known by Kerosene? You guys have not seen any of these come around on these notes so far. I kept so many of them when I went and did the house the first time, but this is a hard house for me. I want to love them, but yet, ooh, like this one's coming across caramel. Not even that. It's when the sugar is at the candy stage and it's getting a little burnt, like creme brulee, the top of it, the crust, it's getting a little burnt. But yes, there is a spice in there. It's not cinnamon. So Sweetly Known right now, well, I guess it's been sitting in my closet for over a year, is now more like the creme brulee topping. That's going to be a surprise to me. Penhaligon's Changing Constants, another one. But I have the 5 or so that I like. Ooh, yes. This one has more spice than just cardamom. Could be pepper. Changing Constants is beautiful. It is light but heavy. The scent itself comes off like it's light, but maybe because of the cardamom, it has a little bit of a resinous feel to it. Certainly doesn't feel airy. Let's say that. This is Liam by Latapa, Middle Eastern. This is inspired by Gris Charnel. I like this. And what I said to you earlier was this was not as smoothly blended as Gris Charnel, but I still like it. It's a great dupe. It's tea and fig. Yep. There you go. And the cardamom's coming through now. Beautiful. Still not as, I'm not going to argue, still not as well blended or as smooth. Oh, but let's talk my new latest honey, PDM Altair. I don't think I've sprayed since I brought this home in January when I bought this at the Paris PDM store. This is even more beautiful than it was. In the time it's been sitting in the closet, it has gotten sweeter. Earlier, when I first got it, it was right at that line, and now it has become sweeter to my nose. There is a hint of a spice. Wow, that one, I didn't think it could get better, but it did. When you guys are sitting at home and you are enjoying your fragrances, like what I'm doing now, do you just like sit in your closet or and just sort of go through and take notes? And do you do that? Do you have the coffee waiting at the ready so your nose doesn't get exhausted? Or sniff it like it's cocaine? That's what I just, sorry. Let's do a favorite that I cannot wait to smell. Yes, I know it's a man's fragrance. And I'm telling you, it was $15.99 last year. This is Spice and Black Vanilla by Cremo. This along with Mercedes Black Club became 2 of my favorites. Like, that's not even a big dent, but considering I got it just before winter ended, and oh yeah, I just want to smell this. Now this one I do remember there being spice in it. You know, maybe that astringent note that I was talking about earlier is the cardamom, the camphor aspect of it coming across. As I'm just realizing the camphor is a little bit like mothballs, or mothballs contain the camphor. This is not as vanilla-y. This is more spicy to me right now. Kind of a surprise. Chocolate Cafe by Myth, which is made in Thailand. Woo, yes. Oh yeah, that is probably the most cardamom. More so than chocolate, more so than coffee. This is supposed to be like a chai. Definitely get a cardamom note in it. Jasur by another Latapa label. Take it off like that. I started doing my fall change out where I've rearranged my fragrances, and now the fall ones are more easy. The heavier ones to me are more easily accessible. This one smells very familiar to me. Is this a dupe of something? There's sweetness at the beginning, like an apple bergamot maybe, but this smells very familiar. I just can't think of off the top of my head what it would be. This is Vanilla and Bourbon by Scent of Wood. It took me a little while to appreciate this house, you guys, because every time I saw this, I thought it was a heart. I know, right? And then finally it was like, oh, that's what that is. And yeah, and then I got it, and I had quite a few. I think I had 3 or 4 of them. And when I went through my first phase and I got to this house, this is the one I ended up keeping. And now I think I should have kept more, because clearly in this last year my nose has matured so much. Vanilla, there's definitely spice. Only I get cinnamon, cardamom, bourbon. This is a boozy vanilla with spice. We're coming up on the last one, you guys. I didn't think I'd ever get through it, but we did. 25. Atelier des Ors Lune Feline. And another one you guys I know have not seen. Now I do say that the whole, specs of stuff in the bottle I think is gimmicky, but it's pretty. Ooh, baby. Yep. Spicy. Really spicy. That's all I'm picking up is spice. Like that, don't love it. Let that sit there, let it dry down. We'll come back to it. Let me regroup. And we're going back through. Less boy smells. I get no spice in here whatsoever. I don't need this. Fragrance du Bois Absolutely stunner. I do get some cardamom. I get a slight spice. Yes. Mickey Mouse. Probably not going anywhere. I don't get any spice out of it, but I'm still keeping it. Ellab number 8. Essence number 8. Santal. It's a beautiful woody. Slight hint of spice in there, but beautiful sandalwood. I absolutely love this. It stays. Amethyst Haze. Carolina Herrera. No. I didn't get that smell or the beginning smell what I got when I was in Harrods. I know. Stags. I absolutely love the bottle. Electimus. Mercurial Cashmere. Yes. Vangelis Sylvain Delacour. I do get spice out of this, and floral. I didn't get floral the first spray. This can go. Anne X by Nichonnet. This is still a yes. Beautiful day fragrance for me. And it does have a camphor. That's what it is. I think I may have said it was mint, but it is definitely more of a, say mothball, because that makes it sound bad, but that is more of what it is. Mystic Sugar. Oh, that's a yes. I do get the cardamom. It smells more like the camphor and mint, and also vanilla and sweetness. Apple brandy on the rocks. This is just apple, baked apple now. Brandy has dried off, and now you can get the spice. Still a yes. Kamarakawa. Yes. This has cardamom, smells like camphor, and flowers. That's a no. Changing Constance. Oh, it's a huge yes. Liam. Still a yes. Sweetly Known, coming up. Kerosene. This is a huge yes now. It is, and now it is so good. I love that burnt sugar caramel note that is there. Mise en Sur. Amber Meji. Oh yes, it's still a yes. Chocolate Cafe. Ooh, this did a total change. Oh, this is lovely. I love this. No, I didn't say I was getting rid of half of them. I didn't say that. Altair, Parfums de Marley. This is a yes. Primo, Spice and Black Vanilla. This is a no. I don't know what happened. There's nothing here. This smells like absolutely nothing on me. That is so unfortunate. I loved that last year. Absolutely loved it. Scent of Wood, Vanilla and Bourbon. It's beautiful. Needs to be worn. Yes. Chasseur. It smells like something I already have. So this is a no. Feline. No. This has more pepper. I don't like it. Whoops, sorry, I said that out loud. That's a no. Part of the recap, 18 are staying, 7 are going. I didn't think I'd get rid of as many as I did. Please come back. Please subscribe. Please get notified. Blah, 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 blah. I'm on my way to 1,000K. I know. I never thought I'd be going there, but I am. I'm heading there. And I'd love to have you help me get there. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you tolerating the fact that I was so excited by cardamom. I guess I don't like it in my food, but my nose seems to take to it. I will see you in the next one. And thanks for being here. Cheers.